This YouTube channel I own generated nearly $13,000 last month, and it's just a side project. Today, I'm gonna show you how. Hi, I'm Brandon Martin, and from the age of 15, I've been making money as a full-time YouTuber, which was 12 years ago. Insane. Like, literally, as I was starting the recording on this, I got the YouTube studio notification that my channel is 12 years old. Isn't that crazy? It all started on the mobile game Clash of Clans, where I made my first cringy videos, established my brand, hit 1 million subscribers before graduating high school, and bought 2 of my dream cars. It was actually obnoxious and honestly very irresponsible. I would drive my nicer car to school, and I would have my friend drive my second car and park them next to each other in the school parking lot. Not very proud of that, but you know, one of those things. At the time though, I was pretty proud of it. I then graduated high school and did what every YouTuber dreamt of. I moved to Los Angeles, where I still live today with my beautiful girlfriend and 3 cats. But back then, during that summer, which was the greatest summer ever, 2016, I switched my content from Clash of Clans over to Pokemon Go and have been traveling the world making videos since. I have watched every single trend. I have seen every single major creator you know today rise and occasionally fall. I have seen every single algorithm change YouTube has had. And through it all, I've maintained successfully a very strong YouTube channel and brand. And that leads me to what the hell is happening on this channel here. If you found this video, you probably have accidentally stumbled upon what I hope to be is an information goldmine. A flow of consciousness from one of the most OG YouTubers in gaming. This channel is essentially my attempt to practice what I'll be preaching, which is how to conquer the amazing website that is YouTube. I'll be making videos on building a long-lasting brand, overcoming inconsistency, becoming a creator and not just a consumer, making money on YouTube as both a beginner and a experienced creator. Basically, your one-stop shop to becoming successful on YouTube. And no, I'm not gonna tell you to make a faceless, AI-generated YouTube Shorts automation channel, because that is how you build on sand and go broke. Faceless channels, shorts, AI content, all of that is just noise that distracts people from creating the real content that brings real success on YouTube. Follow along with the videos that I post here, apply what I talk about to your channel and your strategy, and I promise you will find success on YouTube. Because honestly, it's not that hard. Everyone talks about YouTube as this like unconquerable like mystery platform. It's really easy. I did it when I was 16. I hit 1 million subs when I was, I think, 17, 18, maybe. The most basic formula for YouTube success is this: consistency plus improvement equals success. That is literally it. It's that easy. I could end this YouTube channel on that sentence, and I will do what I have set out to do, which is teach you how to be successful on YouTube. If you look at any YouTuber that you like today, and you scroll all the way back on their catalog, you'll notice their first videos sucked. And if they don't suck, it's because they did other YouTube channels or other projects that did suck and then made a polished YouTube channel years and years later. My first videos, if you go back and look on my Mystic 7 channel, they're bad. They're really bad. I literally was recording my iPad screen, touching it with an iPhone that was propped up on a tissue box. No face cam, no mic, literally just like a very low quality iPhone recording, my hands touching an iPad screen. And that's how I started. And that's how everyone started. Every major creator, even Mr. Beast, has kept all of his old videos up, and you can see the progression in content. I have literally never seen someone stick to it on YouTube and not be successful. If you are consistent and you have an upload schedule for yourself, you post every day, every week, every month, and you are consistent and you are constantly thinking about how to improve your content as you're posting it, you will grow. And after enough time goes by, you'll get lucky on one video hitting the algorithm or a couple videos hitting the algorithm. You'll understand why they hit the algorithm. You'll learn to replicate that and add it into your strategy, and then you'll become a big YouTuber. It is so easy if you just give yourself enough time. Now, obviously that means that you do need to constantly be improving to find success on YouTube, which means learning strategy and deploying strategy and updating your strategy. And strategy on YouTube is always changing, so you do have to be a little plugged in. But what doesn't change are the fundamentals. And I have a framework that I've been using for literally over a decade that has worked consistently. It has worked back then, it works now, and it will always work in the future. And it's called the SCALE framework. And I made another video breaking it down because that's not what today is about. So if you want access to that video and you want to apply that to your own channel, which I would definitely recommend, just DM me SCALE on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram linked below and I'll send you a link to the video. For now though, speaking of YouTube strategy and my YouTube strategy, let me walk you through how I go about like operating my other YouTube channels to give you an idea of what strategically it looks like to run high revenue, big brand YouTube channels. And then later, we'll talk about revenue, which I think is gonna surprise you. Quick warning though, I am a previously and currently established creator with like kind of a lot of years of history. So what works for me and what I'm doing in my day-to-day or my channel optimization might not completely apply to you, especially if you're a beginner. So just be aware. Okay, let's dive in to my current biggest channel, Mystic 7. So here we are, the Mystic 7 channel. So this is like the biggest channel that I own. I've been literally nonstop uploading on it for 12 years. If you go to more, you can see February 26, 2013 is when I joined. 2.83 million subs, almost 3,300 videos, which is like insane. Like we've done a lot. I think that includes shorts, but like I wasn't posting shorts until a couple of years ago. And then 1.1 billion views, which again is primarily from long form content, which a billion views today isn't really saying much, especially with like a lot of short form content out there. But a billion views primarily long form for a niche channel in gaming, I think is pretty good. All right, so I will say and admit that I don't have the most optimized YouTube channel. As you can see, there's kind of a lot of like garbage going on here, but like my team and I are currently going about that because, here's a tip, YouTube's autoplay feature will autoplay your video if your video is a part of a playlist. Otherwise, it might autoplay someone else's video or a different video that the algorithm serves up. But if somebody's watching a video that's in a playlist, the autoplay feature will autoplay the next video in that playlist. So what I'm gonna do and have my team do is basically go through my entire video catalog and like add every single video we've ever made to playlists. So the reason why there's not like, these are not great playlists or we haven't made a playlist in a while is do the playlist thing. Okay, so let me start by explaining my current video strategy on this channel with nearly 3 million subs. Video strategy number 1, get to 3 million subs. I desperately want to have 3 million just because I don't care about subs on this channel anymore. The next big milestone is like 10 million for the plaque. I don't think this channel will ever get to 10 million, honestly. Maybe, don't really care, but I kind of want 3 million now that we're so close. So trying to get that. So we're doing a lot of short form content, but that leads me to strategy on this channel. We upload one piece of short form content every single day. As you can see, the views are doing pretty good for them. I mean, we're not hitting like 1 million views on a lot of the shorts or any of the shorts, but you know, we're getting into the hundreds of thousands ever since we kind of stopped doing this series, which the series thing is another meta and trend that I can explain in like a future video. But for now, what our short form content strategy is, one piece of short form per day, and they alternate between like new pieces of content and recycled pieces of content, which means we have new pieces of content like using my bottle caponization, which is something that I did a couple of days ago. It's just like a clip from a live stream and from a video. And then we have old pieces of content like 3 amazing update ideas for Pokemon Go, where we take old videos and make them into shorts, or we take old shorts like this one right here, Brandon Ton's Hundo Collection is Wild. We take old shorts that have already gone viral and we just repost them. And as you can see, like this thing is like outperforming a lot of other shorts because it previously went viral, so it's gonna go viral again. And then when looking at the current videos, this channel has been through everything, literally everything on YouTube. And I wanna pat myself on the back for that because I don't think you see a lot of OG creators still uploading to the same channel for over 10 years consistently. I have. So I've experienced every single meta, which includes daily uploading, includes answering comment questions like Ray William Johnson used to do that other channels like myself started doing. It includes going down to like weekly uploads or bi-daily upload. Like in terms of upload cadence, it's been all over the place depending on what, you know, the platform of YouTube demands. It used to be daily. Right now, we're down to weekly because weekly uploading is the best strategy. The reason why, if you go on your YouTube homepage, you'll notice that there's kind of not a lot of real estate on the YouTube homepage anymore. The YouTube homepage has recommended videos, so people that you're not subscribed to, has new and smaller channels, which is a feature that is like a 2025 thing, and I'll talk about in a future video, but basically like, it's very easy to grow as a small channel because the algorithm is placing your videos on the homepage, even though like theoretically you shouldn't be there. But that's like a new initiative that YouTube is using to support smaller creators, which is amazing. So there's that, there's YouTube Shorts, posts, community posts YouTube is pushing and is now showing up on the homepage. So basically the homepage has less and less real estate, which means each piece of content that you post needs to count. You know, it's gotta count now. You can't just spam long form videos and expect growth. Like each piece of content really needs to count. And what I have found for cadence for me and this channel, once a week is the best cadence. And then we upload update announcements like this one right here. Pokemon Go Fest is not over. So we upload one produced video per week, like Pokemon Go Fest, the movie, or you know, I played a secret event, although this was all during like a big event that I went to. So we produced a bunch of content and posted it all around the same time, which honestly, I think negatively impacted view performance. Again, because there's not a lot of real estate right now. So if every single piece of content isn't super competitive, you're probably not going to compete. But that's how we're going about long form and short form creation. So one very produced video per week that is meant, to be evergreen and go viral, hopefully, and then one update videos as Pokemon Go comes out with updates. And so sometimes we upload once a week, sometimes it's 3, kind of depends. And then right now, when it comes to finding video ideas for this channel specifically, I do a lot of formats that I've already found to be successful. So right here, I caught 100 shiny Pokemon in 7 hours. That's a combination of a lot of YouTube strategies that just work across different niches. Like I did X impressive thing in X impressive time, you could see that format everywhere across YouTube and it works. And it works in Pokemon. As you can see, we have a 1.9x on the view performance, which is great. 300,000 views in a month is great for me. Happy about that. This will have 1 million views in a year, which is always my target. So happy with that. And then the thumbnail is a combination of if you've watched a lot of YouTube, you'll notice that a lot of YouTubers are choosing to put their face very large on the screen, whether it's on the right side or on the middle or on the left side. That's a big trend right now. It's very important for brand building. And that was me very big on the right side. It looks like I'm running. There's a bit of a blur to communicate that I'm rushing to do this big challenge in 7 hours. And then this background is really messy and really busy, but it's something that I've seen work consistently on my channel and in my niche, which is why I choose to use it a lot on bigger performing videos. So that's that video idea. I completed 100 of the world's rarest raids. Same concept. 100 is a big round number that everyone's attracted to. And then this thumbnail style of me laying on the ground, looking exhausted, holding my phone out. Mr. Beast used this way back in the day, and then I kind of ripped it from Jimmy, and then I used it in my own niche in Pokemon Go in different and creative ways, and it's worked consistently. And I have a lot of videos over 1 million views that use this thumbnail style. There's another one right here, but that was I made that instead of my thumbnail designer, and that video maybe will do good in a while. I claimed 7 years of special research. The whole title concept of I did a thing that's interesting is something that you'll see as a trend on my channel. And this video, 3.6x, performing super well. And then the thumbnail here, I've made a thumbnail like this previously in the Pokemon card space, which I think I took inspiration from an Arak video where he opened up 100 Amazon boxes. So it's just me, person, standing in the middle, holding up a research box, which is something that's in Pokemon Go, surrounded by tons of research boxes and rare Pokemon that I claimed. So it's all relevant to the video. It's very, very eye appealing. You've got yellow, blue, green, which are all great complementary colors. This is just very optimized and it's working super well. So basically when I go about thinking about video ideas and thumbnail and title, it's how can I do something interesting and then communicate that I did something interesting both in thumbnail and in title, also using strategies that have worked for my channel because I have years and years and years of data on my own channel, 9 years of data for Pokemon Go, which is what I still upload for. And then also I consume a lot of content across YouTube to understand what other people are doing that works so I can apply it here. And this strategy has changed sort of drastically over the last year. The biggest change is going from uploading every other day to now uploading once a week. I've never done that before on this YouTube channel, and that is new when we started that a couple months ago, and it's working pretty well. So that's kind of this channel here. Now on to my second largest channel, Mystic Rips. Big goal, 500,000 subs. Okay, so Mystic Rips is kind of an insane story and a story for a different day, but basically there's a lot that this channel has, a lot of iterations this channel has gone through, and it's found a lot of success, which I'm very happy for. The Mystic 7 channel, the Pokemon Go channel, is the #1 Pokemon Go channel globally, so it's the top of the niche, which is great. And then the Mystic Rips channel is top 10 in Pokemon cards. I think maybe at some point I could claim top 5, but I definitely can't anymore. I mean, I'd say top 10. And the current strategy was 1 video per week, which I've been doing on this channel since I started it. And I started it in 2022. So in that time, gained 400,000 subs, 115 million views, primarily long form, which is great. But the strategy has been 1 video a week on interesting card opening challenges and ideas. Basically, the whole strategy with this channel was, and kind of still is, to take viral concepts and challenge concepts that YouTubers are doing across YouTube in different niches and take it into Pokemon cards and make the Pokemon card version of these other YouTube concepts that are already proven to work. And it works great. I bought the most popular products of 2024, $500 in real versus virtual. I opened packs until Pokemon Pocket made me stop. Plenty of videos like that. I tested one-star Pokemon mystery boxes. Ryan Trahan, fantastic. I tested grocery store mystery boxes. I bought every Pokemon TikTok ad, 8 months, 711,000 views. Ludwig made a video and a thumbnail really that was kind of exactly like this, just made the Pokemon card equivalent. This is the benefit of being in a very specific niche, is that you can take concepts that are working all across YouTube and just make your niche version of that. And they'll perform well in your niche typically. Tested one-star Pokemon product reviews. Again, this is like Ryan Trahan, right? All of us, we all took Ryan Trahan's one-star one-star review concept and applied it to our niche, and it worked for all of us. So like, that's a really good strategy. You have 1 minute to spend $1,000 on Pokemon cards. The video's performing great. People loved it. It was so fun to record. And this is an idea that I got from, there's like a combination of like 5 other channels across YouTube that I kind of pulled this idea from. So, you know, that's kind of like the strategy here, is like taking the viral concepts that I see and then making the Pokemon card equivalent. And now I feel like I have a bit of a niche that I've created for myself, where like, you know, I'm testing one-star card shops, I'm testing like one-star reviews in the Pokemon card space, and that has been really successful. And I'm kind of the only one who's done that in Pokemon cards and like have continued to do that. So I've like created my own niche in Pokemon cards in a way. And then I've launched a new thing, which is like basically Complex. Complex has a series of like sneaker shopping with X person. So I've made the Pokemon card equivalent of that. So Pokemon card shopping with Sydney Goodman, Pokemon card shopping with Chum-Li, which I see is doing very well, which is great. It's a brand new series. Honestly, it might discontinue because we just can't book enough guests. I didn't realize how hard booking guests would be, like in the podcast world, essentially. So it's a big ask to ask people to like, hey, come out to Los Angeles, or hey, can we go to a card shop and film? So I'm kind of struggling with this, honestly, and we can't get enough guests to do weekly episodes right now, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to go back to making these other videos to kind of like fill the gaps in our upload schedule until maybe we have enough guests on a weekly basis to be able to do weekly episodes, or we just give this series up and go back to these kind of videos. Either way, we'll see. But hey, listen, if you're like a big content creator or somebody who has, you know, done some cool things in the world and you like Pokemon cards, please reach out to me on Instagram. Would love to have you on the show because we desperately need guests. And then thumbnail and title strategy, just kind of same thing of like, you know, like I tested more one-star Pokemon product reviews. I found Pokemon's most sold out sets. I tested one-star card shops. I tested one-star card shop mystery boxes. I opened this, I did that, I did this. Like, you know, it's just such an easy, it's such an easy title on YouTube. I will say it's getting a little played out to where it's not working as well. And like I tested Japan's craziest one-star card shop reviews, 0.7x on performance. So like I am starting to see that kind of that trend and that, what do you call it? That format start to slowly fade out. So, you know, that I'm gonna have to brainstorm new ways to do that, but it's still working really, really well. And you know, we see a lot of like 2.5x's, 3x's. This channel is super healthy. Granted, I'm kind of, it's not that I'm killing the channel, but I'm definitely sort of killing the channel, like moving it over to this format, because as you can see, it's been 3 weeks since we uploaded like a normal episode that have been getting consistently over 100 to 200,000 views a video, which is sick. And I'm completely pivoting the channel to go into this direction, which I know will have a huge performance drop, but like I'm not uploading here like for the money or for the views or any of that. Like I want to make content that like I enjoy and I think is very cool and like serves like my goals, and like this kind of content is doing that for me right now, not so much this content. But it's also a business. This is a business I'm running. So if we can't do enough of this content, then we have to fill gaps with it. Whole strategy. But basically, that's Mystic Rips, and my hope for it over the next year is that I can find enough guests and kind of become known as like the Pokemon card shopping guy who takes people, you know, like actors and athletes and musicians and YouTubers and streamers. I take these people Pokemon card shopping. That's what I want to do and be known for as on the Mystic Rip side of things. So I'm trying really hard to kind of like go down that route, and it's only been 2 weeks. So it's way too soon to give up, but we definitely will probably have to fill gaps in the upload schedule for now. So that's this channel. Then I have a few other YouTube channels that are currently dormant. Like this channel, basically when I transitioned out of Clash of Clans into Pokemon Go, I kept making Clash of Clans content, but I made it on a different channel. So as you can see, this channel, I made it in 2014, so it's very old, 317,000 subs, only 490 videos, 43 million million video views. So like haven't really done anything with this and haven't uploaded in over 2 years. But as you can see, 66x, over 100x, 99x, 100x, 100x, 14x, 100x, 100x, you know, the videos did well. I just like, I don't play Clash of Clans anymore, although I'm sure I'll get plenty of comments on this video if it does well in the algorithm to go back and play Clash of Clans and know that I'm thinking about it. So we might return to this channel and make weekly content on Clash of Clans. I'm itching, bro. Even looking at these thumbnails, it makes me want to log in and play so bad. So maybe we do, you know, maybe I got to follow my heart a little bit here and get back into this because like it's very successful. Man, it looks fun, dude. The game looks fun. So that's this channel. It's dead, but like, you know, if I were to go back to this and make weekly content, especially right now where the Clash of Clans world is at, which is like a lot of burnt out creators, it wouldn't be too hard to compete. And I know what I'm doing, and I have legacy in the niche, and I think it wouldn't take long to get this to 1 million subs if we did daily short form content that was thoughtful and produced, plus weekly long form videos. So maybe we do this as a part of a future YouTube video on this channel to see if we can revive this, because I will be making videos in the future reviving dead channels of mine, like this channel right here. I made a React channel. I was down at some point to sell my soul to React content, but I've talked to so many other major YouTubers about React content, and it is absolutely selling your soul to YouTube. No one likes it. Everyone hates it. And a lot of YouTubers have tried it and have given up because it's just too soulless. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I love subs, I love ad revenue, I don't love it that much. So it's been like 2 years since I did anything on this channel. There's 29 videos, 66,000 subs, 3.1 million views, with like the most popular getting 1.1 million views, which was a Pokemon card reaction. So like I could remake all these videos because it's been 2 years. There's new clips, there's new things to react to. Pokemon Go's biggest fails, alt art polls, best moments of Pokemon Go of all time. Like I could easily remake these videos, and we will. In a future episode on this channel, we'll basically be reviving this channel to get it to 100,000 subs so that I can get myself and my editor the plaque. But we're not gonna take this to 1 million. Absolutely not. We'll get it to 100K. We'll revive the dead channel and get it to 100K, but that's it. I have one more channel that has around 50,000 subs that was like the top channel for Pokemon business content, just in terms of viewership. And I completely closed the whole thing down, shut the whole thing down, privated everything. And we will be reviving that channel in the future as well to get it to 100,000 subs. So make sure you're subscribed to see all of that. Now let's talk about the revenue breakdown. Starting with the Mystic Rips channel. So here's the back end of Mystic Rips. So as you can see, in the last, what is it, 28 days, right? We've gotten 2.9 million views, which is a lot less. Again, you know, we're trying a new format, a new strategy. I expected to have a huge hit on the analytics, which is totally fine. Watch time is at 211,000, 6,000 subs gained in the last 28 days, and the revenue is, from well please, $9,544. So still like almost 10K in the last 28 days off of like the second channel, which is great, right? That's good money. But unfortunately, it's also like going down. So we kind of need to balance this out a little bit. Like they got to bring back the weekly uploads and then like keep going on this Pokemon card shopping series, because eventually it's going to catch and it's going to become a thing. And you know, hopefully we'll have guests on that will get millions of views in one episode, and some episodes will have 20,000 views, and it's fine. But you know, as you can see, there's like a pretty like good downtrend right now. So even though we're at 9,500, I'm going to expect this channel to like balance out probably around 6,000-7,000 a month before we start seeing that swing back up again. And that swing back up is either going to be me getting back to weekly uploads on like the normal content that we make for this channel, or it's going to be me being able to book enough guests for Mystic Rips so that we can get weekly episodes out. We can start, you know, doing basically guest interviews with people with big brands and big personalities that bring big views, right? So like we'll see the swinging back up in the future. I would like to see this channel at like $20,000 a month in recurring revenue, which is like definitely the goal, but like also it's fine if it's not quite there, because this channel is a little bit more of like a passion project rather than like part of the business, but it is part of the business. I mean, you know, $9,500 is nothing. And then going into the revenue tab, you can see like kind of a better breakdown of this, just to give you a better understanding of what like, you know, a well-oiled and well-fueled YouTube machine looks like. Oh, and I should add, the reason why this channel has only gotten 3 videos in the last month, but still has nearly 3 million views, is because like I've done a great job, I think. And you know, my team, my editor has done a great job of creating content that's evergreen. So we have evergreen concepts. I bought the most popular Pokemon products of 2024. You can watch that in 2024, 25, 26, it will always be interesting. And then obviously it's edited to be very interesting and entertaining. So like all of these videos, I try to make on this channel specifically content that you can tune in and watch whenever. So that means that it can keep getting views over time, which is why you see the channel do really well over time. And even when you scroll down to look at like the content performance, so last 28 days, $9,300 on video, long form videos, 1.3 million views, $7.30 RPM. As you can see, like I tried I tested this, Chum-Li, conventions. This video, I tested 1-star Pokemon product reviews, is a year old. And yet it still is the 5th highest grossing video for the month on the channel. You know what I'm saying? So those old videos, that old catalog, really makes a big difference. And if you want to make money on YouTube and make a lot of money on YouTube, basically you just have to upload a lot and for a long time, because the more time you have underneath your YouTube channel, the more uploads that are out there, the more passive views you're going to be generating, and your baseline for how much money you make in a month will slowly go up and up and up the more you upload and the more your old catalog begins to get views. So that's kind of how this works and why this is such a, honestly, like a pretty healthy number despite, you know, a new unhealthy strategy. So that's that. Shorts, 22-cent RPM. So shorts, you don't make a lot of money on shorts. And we've made $195 on 1 million views. You know, so like that's whatever. And then we've made $6 in stream, but we have a $10 RPM on streams. Jesus, should we do more streams? So this is why if you see a lot of Pokemon card creators doing streams consistently, know that they're making good money off of those streams. And I'll show you when we look at the Mystic 7 channel, how much money you actually make off of stream VODs. It's very important if you're a streamer to dual stream to YouTube. Okay, so then you could see, I guess you could see the 6-month revenue. So if you wanna, like, this isn't like, you know, we didn't just make a bunch of money in 1 month and then I'm showing you the only month that we made money and I'm trying to like lie to you about how much success this channel has experienced. It's done well. So like last 6 months, we'll do 90 days, whatever. Last 90 days, 44 grand in the last 3 months, which is great. So that's cool. Granted, this channel is much more expensive to run just because we have to buy product for videos. So like sometimes in a video, I'll spend $0. Sometimes in a video, I'll spend 500. Sometimes I'll spend 5,000. So like this isn't profit, obviously, and then there's like production costs and we have a nice office and everything. So, you know, it's not like I'm putting 44K in my pocket, but it's a healthy channel. Well, as you can see, there's a downtrend, so we got to fix that. Working on it. Now into Mystic 7, the big, nearly 3 million subscriber channel, getting a little bird's eye view into like what it looks like to run a channel like this. So views, 9.9 million, which is about the same. Like we typically have done a pretty good job, myself and the team, of like staying around 10 million views. A big reason behind that, as you can see, like we've had a pretty steady view climb up. We just started posting shorts again, like super consistently. So that's what you're seeing is like short form content really helping inflate the views. Not so much the revenue, which you'll see, but the views for sure. So watch time, 540,000 hours, subs, 7.5K. So like we're not really gaining a lot of subs right now on this channel just because like not a lot of new people are coming to Pokemon Go. Totally fine. And then revenue is, drumroll please, $21,369.07. So 21K on the channel, which is good. So, you know, both channels combined, you're looking at like 30 grand in the month, which is good. Again, I have relatively high expenses right now. Also, completely separate conversation, but the office that we're in right now is very big. It's very nice. It's very expensive. And I'm stuck with it because of a previous business that I opened that was a part of Mystic Rips that closed. And then now we're stuck with kind of some big bills and now a huge monthly recurring expense for the office. So definitely not as much profit per month as I would like, but like there's some money to go around. And the whole nother conversation, but like, this is just a portion of the business. A big portion is brand deals and stuff like that. And that, you know, that's kind of where a lot more of the profit comes from as a creator. So that's this. Looking at the revenue tab, you know, we've done very well. Content performance in the last 28 days is like down to 16,000. So it's like not as good right now because just upload schedule changes and there's just kind of a lot happening. But as you can see, like, you know, there's definitely been some fluctuations over the month. Like February was bad just because ad revenue's down in February. March was very good. April, May is okay. June was pretty good because we had some really, really big Pokemon Go events. But here's something interesting and something to know as a content creator who could potentially stream obviously we've all seen the rise of streamers. Being a streamer is very lucrative. You make a lot of money as a streamer. So if you can do both, be a streamer and a YouTuber, think Ludwig, think Kai, think Nick Merckx, think Cypher PK, think these guys who stream what they do and then make videos of what they stream and then make shorts from the videos from the streams. That is how you are the most optimized creator making the most amount of money. I can't really do that just because the way that Pokemon Go kind of works, to where like it's Pokemon Go. In order to make a good viral Pokemon Go video, you have to go out and about and walk around. It's very, very hard to make that kind of video while streaming. So I can only sort of do it, but I have been streaming a lot over the last 28 days. Shorts, 3.7 million views for $760. So we're kind of getting crushed on shorts. It's fine though, because check it out, from live stream revenue, this is just from VODs. This is not from memberships or I don't think this is memberships or super chats. I'm pretty sure that's not included in this. It might be. If it is, correct me in the comments. But from what I think, this is just VODs. $3,600 in revenue just from the YouTube, just from the streams sitting on my YouTube channel and just generating views over time. So if you're a streamer and you're not dual streaming to your YouTube channel, you should. It doesn't impact your videos performances or your channel performance. Like, it literally just makes you more money. So I have VODs turned off on Twitch. So if people do want to watch the VODs from the stream, head over to the YouTube, which helps promote my YouTube, which is like my bread and butter. So I'd rather have people here anyways. And it does really good on the VODs. So like, that's great passive money that you're making just from VODs. So I have a pretty great stream schedule right now, and I'm probably going to keep it just because like it does make good money and it's really fun, honestly. And it's kind of refreshing to, like, as a career YouTuber, to stream every once in a while, because it's just like a better connection with the audience. It's like, it's more fun. So that's happening there. And that's the Mystic 7 channel and the revenue breakdown on that. Now this channel is much different than Mystic Grips, because I have 12 years of back catalogs of videos, including videos with obviously, like, you know, millions and millions and millions and millions of views. I mean, I have, like, these are all still over 1 million views, you know, like tons of videos over the years with millions of views. Granted, I did do this thing where I sold my ad revenue catalog to this company, but that was a couple years ago. So basically, this is not actually how much the channel is making. This is only how much I'm making. This number would be maybe not significantly higher, but like a good percentage higher if I hadn't sold my my back catalog, which I kind of regret, honestly, but it's fine. So, you know, that's this channel. And man, if you want to make a bunch of money on YouTube, keep following along with this channel. I'm gonna literally just teach you everything here. But my best advice is just make consistent content and keep posting it consistently, and over time your channel will grow. That back catalog will get views if you're making evergreen videos that are good, and you'll just start to make more and more money every single month. Remember to DM me on Instagram, Scale, to get the Scale framework to help scale your YouTube channel up to maybe hit these numbers. I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description below. Thank you for watching. Congratulations for finding my secret channel, and I hope this video brought you value, my friends.